You only enjoy it if you win at Wembley, whether you're a supporter or a player. And it's those Stevenage supporters that are smiling at the moment. They know what it's like to lose a trophy final as well. They did that 7 years ago to Yeovil, which played at Villa Park while Wembley was being redeveloped. In from Petchik. It'll come out now to Ben Perkis for York. Full waiting for the cross. Roberts, who was with a defensive header for Stevenage. Poor ball back in though.
And to be honest, that was their first real bit of pressure, York City, that they put on the Stevenage back four.
Parslow, their skipper. Simon Rusk looking for Brodie, who was brought down by Boswick. He's going to be shown the yellow card for that challenge.
He went the ground far too easy, Michael Boswick. He should have been really, in theory, running that ball into the corner with him. To see him, I don't really know if there's any real connection there, to be perfectly honest. Might have gone down a little bit easy, Brodie. But at the end of the day, Boswick should have, instead of going to ground, should have just maybe have just chased that ball on with Brodie in towards the corner flag.
Well, they haven't been able to create too much today, York. They have 12 minutes to find something. Can it be from this free kick? Stevenage have every player back inside their own penalty area. Does Brodie fancy this? He does. You could see what he was trying to do.
Yeah, definitely had a little bit of turn on the ball. He took control this time. Just goes a little bit high off the right-hand angle in the end. Gets his foot around it. Just couldn't get the ball to come down. Goes a little bit high and wide.
Murphy. Space for Drury out on that right-hand side. Useful ball in! Parslow's mightily relieved to see that go the right side of the post.
I just don't think he could do it. He can see he's blowing his cheeks out there, but he couldn't have done any more than what he done. It was a lovely little delivery into the box, and all he can do is come across the front. He can't let it go. So I'll tell you what, Steve Morris is there waiting to pick up the pieces. Lovely little tempting ball by Andy Drury, just to ask questions.
Drury's corner. Goalkeeper's come a long way and he's got hold of it. Mackin's header. Haven't really begun to get Sodji into the game at all since they introduced him.
They're not playing two strengths at the moment. They need just to get on the ball. And
here's Boylan. Parslow with the block.
Yeah, they just need to get on the ball and try and pass it in between the centre half and fullback, just for him to run onto. That's his strength. No point knocking it up in the air to him. He's not going to win too many of those battles. Get the ball down and give him the opportunity to run onto the ball.
Another yellow card for Mackin. Late on Murphy. Roberts wasn't too happy.
To be honest, the game hasn't gone anywhere near that. We have to worry or anything like that. It was a two-footed challenge by Levi Mackie. I do again just think Darren Murphy saw that one coming. But a little skip as Mackin coming towards him, lifted himself off the ground. Quite fortunate, doesn't actually catch him at all with the studs. I think if he had caught him with the studs, I think it would have definitely been off. I think it was a clash of shins and body in the end. Defensively, not that bad. They don't really give a lot of opportunities. Maybe that down to Stevenage as well, but it's just about the most important part of the game is scoring goals, and they just look a side that just don't look like scoring goals at the moment.
That's a big area they'll have to readdress for next season. Remember, just 47 goals they scored in the league, the 5th lowest of the entire Blue Square Premier.
Yeah, Martin Foyle's got the opportunity to start with a team from scratch and work it his way from the start.
There's another foul, another free kick, and probably another card as well. It's Andy McWilliams, the substitute, the teenager.
Yeah, he's just done something there that maybe Adam Boyes should have done. He's just trapped back and just tried to get a challenge in on Ronnie Henry. He's had plenty of joy on that right-hand side. I've never seen him get forward so much in one game, Ronnie Henry. And the one thing I've noticed when he does get in those areas, he's got decent delivery as well. And it's a late challenge, far too late. Not a good challenge at all from Andy McWilliams.
Petchik. Final few seconds of the 90. Couldn't get Sodji into play again. And there will be 4 minutes of time to add on. So as we go into stoppage time, Parks, who is your FA Trophy man of the match?
Oh, that has to be for me, Steve Morrison. There's a bit of a battle between him and Ronnie Henry. I'm giving it to Steve Morrison for the fact of the way he's led the line, his movement, and the fact of when it comes to big games, that man can score goals. That's why he's beaten. For me, Ronnie Henry, a fullback who from the first minute has made unbelievable runs forward.
Well, he's back to defend inside stoppage time as York City take the free kick, but again, nowhere near that purple shirt. But they have a free kick now just outside the penalty area. Drury penalised.
That's all come about because Andy Drury left it far too late to close down McWilliams. Should have got there earlier, got there late, and should have just allowed him maybe just to step past him. But he kicks out and gives away a sloppy free kick.
Well, Ben Purkis, the fullback, has had one against the Stevenage wall, which Chris Day, the goalkeeper, is organising at the moment. But he clearly fancies his chances again, Purkis. Stevenage haven't looked in too much trouble all day. They're almost there, inside stoppage time. The referee wants to speak to somebody before this is taken. Pack it in was the message from Mike Jones, the official. Is this the moment for Ben Purkis? Once again, and it really has been the story of York's day, off target.
I knew it was off target just by looking at Chris Day. It was sloppy. It was sloppy from Purkis, no pace on the ball at all. And even if it was going to hit the target, could he have got it past Chris Day? I don't really think so. Well, it's a good 3 foot wide. Sloppy in the end.